All right, this is my step 6 for my co-teaching cycle, my reflection upon the process. I did choose Samantha Garcia to do my coaching cycle with. Overall, I do feel like it did go pretty well, considering this was my first time ever basically coaching someone. Also, due to scheduling, it was very difficult for us to even meet sometimes. She's been having some health issues and been absent quite a bit. So unfortunately, she's not here today to do this reflection with me due to that fact as well. But we did meet together finally, and we did discuss an action plan. And we came up with an idea to help her students with basically the skill of she thought that making inferencing was a struggle for her students, and she wanted to learn how to differentiate and such. And so we created a plan where I would come in, first off, observe her, then I would teach a lesson to model and demonstrate the skill, and then co-teach with her as well. I felt like when I did observe, she was working with a small group. Her classroom was very well maintained. The students were pretty much on their best behavior. And she was working on test strategies and comprehension. So that was really good for me to look at. So whenever I taught the lesson, I basically just reviewed an anchor chart that was previously made in class about making inferences. Then I did an activity where kids were analyzing different text message conversations and then having to find the text evidence to support their inference that they made. Also, when we co-taught, I provided a game board type situation where the students were able to play a game where they would read a scenario, and then based on the evidence that's provided within the text, they would make their inference. And if they got the question correctly, then they would be able to move along their game board, etc. This game was very, very engaging. They loved it. They wanted to keep playing it for even longer than the time that I allotted for them to play. Ms. Garcia also wanted to get some ideas on how to differentiate for her guided reading groups. I gave her access to Reading A to Z, which has a ton of leveled readers for students of all different levels, all different genres. And I have her set up with that, which is very good, and she was very thankful. And it's a useful tool. I use it actually in my own classroom, and the kids really do love the stories.